What's up? Oh my goodness. What's up? I think today's the 4th of May. Today was cool too, man. Dude, today was fire. Every day is fire. Um, I got some stuff I gotta do tomorrow. Today was just kind of, man, I'm so tired still. I tried to sleep good last night, but I don't know. Something's weird with my energy lately. Um, and I did talk yesterday, and I'll probably post it today. I don't have any art for it though. Actually, I know what I'm gonna paint for it. I've already painted something for that one. But today was cool. Today was cool, man. I just got through eating a meal for the day, and it was perfect. It was good. But this restaurant I go to, like, it's always so fire. Like the interactions with people are always just so crazy, and no one knows. Like I want to tell other people about them, like what I'm seeing when I'm here. That's one reason why I like this restaurant so much. Is because the interaction with people and what I'm seeing from people. Like I love it. It's like I can't explain it. Other than that, I just love people so much, all people, and like it's just like I just see so many beautiful things there, and people are just so beautiful, and it's so cool just to watch people. But where I was sitting, there's a window beside me, and they planted some flowers there or some bushes, and so now the bushes block the light and causes the window for me to not be able to see through the window, but see the reflection. And I was almost done eating, and I saw the reflection of this man and woman sitting across from each other doing sign language. And dude, I was so engulfed in it. Like they were just talking back and forth, and it was so like sassy. Like I can't even explain it. It was like, God, it was beautiful. Um, I just can't even explain it. Like they were communicating just with their body and their hands, and like, oh my goodness, I can't. Um, I couldn't look away. Like I was just so engulfed in it. Like it was just so real and raw, and just like the way they move their heads when they're talking, and their body and their shoulders. Like, oh my goodness, dude, maybe I'm just super weird, but I felt, oh dude, I was just engulfed with it, and I wanted to tell somebody there, but I was like, nah, maybe I shouldn't. Like, but I was just so excited, like, 'cause it was just such a beautiful sight, and maybe it's not for anybody else, but like, just to see two people communicating without words is fire. Like, it's so fire. Like, I have no idea what they're saying. None. Zero. But like just the emotion, the raw emotion, and the way that they were moving their body and their head and their hands. Oh my goodness, it was fire, dude. It was so fire, man. I'm weird, but it's just like they were expressing themselves like completely with every bit of them. Where like I understand like when people talk, some people move their hands, some people don't. You can read their facial expressions, and but this was different. This was just more of like no words, right? So like you're not getting miscrewed in the words, and they're explaining to each other with their hands and their body movement. Like it's fire. It was so beautiful, dude. And to think that like um I don't know, just new. Like I've never really sat there and watched people communicate other than with their mouth, and like I don't know, dude. It was fire. Like I was so engulfed. Like I just wanted to sit there forever, but I was like, man, I gotta go. Um, but it was fire. So cool. It's beautiful, man. Two people communicating, like, without words, bro. Like, this is beautiful. I can't explain it other than, like, just in the moment. Like, me looking to my left in the reflection of the mirror, and then yet seeing them across the room, across the restaurant, just communicating like fire, dude. Like, fire. Like, I don't know. I can't. It was cool, man. It was cool. Um, I don't know, but that restaurant's cool, man. The people interactions is fire to me. Like everyone, like every time I go in there, it's just always. I'm just so excited to be there because no matter what, like the people are cool and like they're gonna do. Like I go in there with no expectations always, other than I'm gonna eat some good food, man, and fuel my body because it needs it. Like I'm getting hungry, like I have to eat, and the food is always good and healthy, and it's well spent money, and because it's like I said, it's my one real meal of the day. All the rest is protein intake and meal replacements. So but it was just perfect, man. I wish man, that's why like I want to share this stuff with other people. Like I want them to be in the moment with me, and because it's so beautiful. It's like, man, why am I the only one who gets to see this stuff? Which is, I'm so thankful that I get to see it and I get to witness it, and that my brain and body reacts to things. And I'm in amazement and in wonder of like this crazy world that's created for us, and the people in it and how they interact. Like it's freaking fire, dude. It's so fire. Yeah, and I always just watch. Yeah, man, it's so cool, and just watching people in their element and like watch them take control in the way that they control like um, people, and how they show their power without showing it. Dude, it's fire. Like that's why I get engulfed with people, and like that's why I get interested in people, certain people, because I don't know if they know they're doing it. Like in their head, are they thinking that I'm gonna do this act because I'm ultimately in control and I'm just showing my dominance, or if that's just the way that they've had to live this life and it's just kind of pre-programmed in them to be this way. Either way, like it's fire to me. Like I just watch people and I just love it. That's what I said. I get infatuated with the way people do things and why they're doing it, and and certain people, like that said, I don't. A lot of people, I just don't. I just whatever. They don't interest me like that. But some people do, and when they do, like I can't do anything other than just watch and just be amazed, and like it's so cool. And then I just watch and see how they treat other people, and then how they treat me, and I'm just trying to learn like why they do that. Is there a different power dynamic between me and them? Um, and stuff like that. Like I'm just trying to pick up on all this stuff and trying to see, which I know, like I know who I am, and me and I had some good talks with two people today, and I ended up talking to this guy for a long time about a lot of stuff, and it was funny because we were talking about alpha and sigma, which a lot of people don't know what a sigma male is, and but I'm a sigma male, always have been, I always will be, um, and and so I compete against alphas. Not really compete because I don't care. But I can just pick up against alphas. I pick up against whether you're a man or a woman. Like I already know, and I already know I win in the end, because I don't care. And we kind of talked about today that honestly, like we do care what other people think. Like all people technically care what other people think. Some just care less than others. And some people want reactions from others, and some people don't, and some people just try and whatever live their life the way it is, and that's who I am. I do care what people think to an extent. Every day I care less. What they think, but I do want people to be happy. Um, and I don't really want to control them. I'm just so empathetic that like I've done this stuff and I've dealt with my past a certain way, and with talking to people, like people say that they can't do what I did, or they don't know how to do it. I said, I don't know. I can tell you what I did to reshape everything, and but you have to start. The point is, you have to start, and it seems like not many people really want to do what it takes to start the change. They're comfortable with feeling bad, I guess, man. That's what I said. Like, the reason why I even did what I did and went to the extremes is because I was done. I was tired. I was tired of it. Nothing was going to change. I was insane. I was doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. And so I had to act. And I talked to a lot of people, man. I talked to a lot of people that are very knowledgeable and just spend hundreds of hours learning information. And it's the same thing. They just want to keep spending time learning information. And I'm like, dude, like at some point you have to start acting. Because you can have all the information in the world, man. And if you don't start acting on it, then who cares? It's a waste. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of time. Like if I know how to build a skyscraper, but I don't ever implement anything to build it, then what's the point? Zero. You know, if I could understand how to, you know, break the laws of physics, but if I never actually do it, then like who cares? It's pointless. And that's kind of what sucks. Is like I'm getting frustrated. And I kind of talked to them about it today. I was like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Like, ultimately, I'm asking myself questions like, what am I supposed to do? Because I can tell people all day long what I've done and show them what I've done and help them. But if they don't really want to change, it's a waste of my freaking time. And it's not really that it's wasting my time. It's just nothing's happening. People don't want to change, and they're not going to do what it takes to change. Like I can't push them into the fire. I'm not going to push them into the fire. That's stupid. That's not free will. Like I'm not going to push you to change. Like because it's not easy. This is difficult. And that's what I told them today. I was like, you guys really don't understand. Like this year's been hell. Like literally hell for me. I feel lazy as crap. I'm better like mentally now, but I'm almost there completely. It just sucks, man. People don't understand, I guess, or whatever. Like that, maybe I look happy, and I am happy, and that's what I tell people. Like I'm really happy. I can't explain it, because my overall emotions are happy. I'm like happy. I'm excited about life. Like I love life. I love people. Like people make me happy to watch them and whatever, and just see them in their element. Like, but like what I've had to go through and like literally spend time with myself every freaking day, like, and truly battle myself and my ideas and the world that I created. That's freaking hard, bro. And I told him, like, I honestly don't know how I did it other than the fact that I was still in survival mode, kind of to help push me through it, and I didn't have a choice. Like, I took away my choices. And, it didn't leave me an option to not change. So now I just got to figure out what to do. Like, I know it's not a waste of time. I know God will help me through it and get me to where I need to be and implement what I need to implement and create things that I need to create, things to help people. But it kind of goes back to the love. Love equals pain. Like, for me, like, I may only be able to help 1 out of 100 people because it's not even. I mean, I may help them all. I may give them the information, but if they don't use that information or they don't spend the time trying to work on themselves, like, it's nothing's going to change for them, for each individual person. And it's not easy. That's the point. Is this is not easy. I mean, I look at it like, I guess, maybe creating a workout routine. Like, what's the hardest part about working out? For me, it's always just been going. Like, once I'm there, it's easy. You know? Like, once I get there, it's easy. It's not going that's hard. It's getting yourself in the car and driving there and then getting out and walking inside. Once you're inside, you're going to work out. Because you're there. And you paid. And there's other people there. And it gives you a little bit of a pep in your step. And you don't want to look whatever. You don't want to look lazy. And you want to look like other people you see. They look healthy. And you want to look healthy too. And you want to feel healthy. And so it's that. It's like, man, but it's like I'm seeing, like, I'll talk to one person, I'll talk to 2 people at the same time, and it's like one person will get it and the other person won't. Or one person will start trying to work on themselves and one won't. Like, it's just frustrating because it's like, is it even worth it for me? And that's kind of what I talked about today. I was like, is it worth it to me? So I just put my head in the dirt, make some money, and just forget it. And just grow something big and just drive Bentleys and go party and do whatever the crap I want. Like, who cares? Or do I really sacrifice some stuff and be a martyr and get embarrassed and be vulnerable for these people just to let them know that it's okay to struggle and that it does take a lot of work to battle your past, but you can do it. I did it. And I'm not anything special. I just took away all my choices. I don't know, man. It's just difficult because it's like, what am I doing? I don't know. And then I said, I just get frustrated. And then I want to create this group, and like, it's like people talk that they want to do it, but I'm like, do you guys really want to do it or not? You guys don't act like it. Like, I mean, I can do all these things, implement all these things, and get all these people together, but if no one really wants to do it, then what's the point? And I know everyone can't just sit there and talk to themselves, but you can talk to yourself 1 hour a day. Literally, just sit in a closet and talk to yourself. Ask yourself questions and then be willing to accept the answers. That's the hard part. Be willing to accept the answers that you're going to answer yourself with. Why do I do this? Why do I do that? And then when you get the answers, you got to frickin' change. You got to be willing to change, and you got to be willing to buck up and do whatever it takes. And it sucks, and you got to relive these situations in your life. Like a girl was asked me today, she's like, well, how do you relive your memories if you don't remember them? I was like, well, it's like, what I did is I told her, I was like, I still have slideshows of information in my head that scare the crap out of me that I don't want to touch. I will have to touch them at some point. I was like, but I just did the stuff that came up, the stuff that was easier. At first, like I just dealt with those issues that I could think about. I dealt with them and reshaped them, and then more will pop up as you empty those out of your memory bank, because they take up space. And I think a lot of it is, what it is like, say you have one memory, you have 75,000 scenarios with that memory, right? And then, because you're trying to make it okay, but you never really finish the equation, so you have all your paperwork down, and it's just pages and pages and pages of scenarios based on one memory. And so what I'm doing is I'm throwing that all away, putting that in the recycling bin, and then I'm reliving it one last time. And I'm trying to just figure out the lesson and reshape it, and then change it to gratitude. And when you do that, it just frees all up other space. And then when you free up space, and another memory can come in, and you can battle that one, and another one, and another one, and another one. Like, and it's not easy, because you may have to, and a lot of times, I may not even completely finish the equation today. Like, I'll get it enough, shape it to gratitude, be thankful, and then move on to something else. But then tomorrow morning, I may wake up and it may be, I have a little bit more information and a different idea about it, and I can reshape it again. So it's kind of like a constant thing. As you grow, like, you constantly can reshape everything. And then each conversation I have with people, when those conversations come up, I tend to learn something new. I learned something new about it, and I reshape it, and it's all good. But ultimately, I'm happy. But the biggest thing is action, action, action. Faith without works is dead, man. So I'm really trying to get the ball rolling right now, and just trying to see who would be cool with coming to hang out on a Sunday afternoon and just have like a little panel and just see what people are looking for, what people want, and just a safe space to talk. We're not judging anyone based on anything, like, yeah, probably some people's done some pretty shitty stuff to each other, and I know I've done some stuff, but I've owned it. That's the point. It's like, I've owned my crap. And you can't use it against me. Like, Cody did this, yeah, I did it. What do you want me to say, bro? You think you got power over me because you know what I've done? Like, who cares? It is what it is. Like, I made a mistake. You made mistakes too. Like, that's why you can't judge people. That's what's so funny. It's like all these people, they're judging. I'm like, if you've never, like, throw the first stone, bro. Pick it up. Go at it. You've never done anything wrong and made a mistake. Throw the first stone, bro. Throw all the stones. I'll stand there. You can throw them at me. But we've all done stupid stuff. We've all made mistakes. We've all hurt people. Let's try not to anymore. It was crazy. Like, this girl said she had a dream about a snake, that there was snakes all around her. And it was funny because what she said was, first she said that she thought it was only one snake, and I was like, girl, first of all, I was like, you got to be careful no matter what. I was like, 'cause I could be the snake. I could be the snake, and it would be stupid for me to not even question if I was the snake. And every day I just I think about, like, this takes up some of my time every day. Cody, are you doing what is right? Or are you the snake? Are you lying to yourself? Are you blinding yourself? Like, every day I have to ask these questions. Am I the snake? Is what I'm doing right? That's the freaking worst question ever to have to ask yourself. And it always ends the same, like, no, you're not, Cody, but I just have to make sure because it keeps me in line. It keeps me in a set of parameters. Like, Cody, you're not the snake. Cody, you're not the snake. Please, Cody, don't be the snake. Make sure you're doing everything right. Make sure you're not harming people. Make sure you're not leading them into the fiery pits of hell or whatever, dismay or whatever. And I just keep, because I don't believe in hell, but like that, like a burning eternal hell. I don't believe in that. I believe you make your own hell and you're living in it. And but I'm just making sure. Like, I'm trying to make sure. Like, please, Cody, like, make sure you're doing the right thing. Make sure you're not harming people. Make sure you're not infringing in people's free will. Yes, you're throwing in new perspectives and making them have to face themselves. You're a fire starter. You're throwing in sparks that they're gonna have to face. But someone has to tell them. And I accredit whoever told me, like, it wasn't a human that I can think of. Like, it was my creator told me. And he pushed me in the right direction. He flicked me and he made me look at things that I needed to look at. Um, but I understand that I'm not everyone. And everyone's not slowed down enough in their life. They're always just trying to run. And maybe if I can get people to just stop and talk to me for a little bit of time, then that's long enough for them to get them wheels turning so they can rethink about life. And if they're really happy. And if not, then what do they have to do to change? Like, what do they have to do to change? And then do it. That's the point. Do it. Yes, you can spend some time watching, like, whatever and reading books, but at some point, you gotta just start doing. Because knowledge without work is just knowledge. And that's hard, though. That's the hardest part. It's because you think you're doing half the act, right, which is learning. And you're like, why is nothing changing? And the same with me. Like, I need to be doing more stuff to make things happen. I need to be making curriculums and writing my stuff down and putting it to paper. Like I said, these talks are for me, man. These talks aren't for other people. These talks are for me and my ideas. And to hold me accountable. And it sucks. I hate holding myself accountable, man. It's embarrassing. It's not easy by any means. And, dude, it's difficult. This is the worst. Saying stuff and then having to hold yourself accountable sucks. Super embarrassing. And it hurts my pride and ego every day. I don't know. I gotta go do stuff tomorrow, though. I have to. I don't know. Oh, I'll work out in the end. Oh, I'll work out in the end. Put a good long day in tomorrow. Get a lot of crap done. Man, I don't know anymore. I just need some external help, I think. I don't know. That's the only thing. That's what sucks. Is like, how do I find help? Like, that's what I need. I need, like, I just need a partner that wants to do what I'm doing too. And then we can build off each other. Maybe I won't ever find one. I don't know. Or someone that I can just shadow, like a mentor. Um, Someone that's done what I want to do. Someone that understands what I need to do and can help me just lead me in the right direction and tell me what they would do, and then let me use that information and to build what I need to build. I don't know. I don't know how to. I don't know. I'm gonna have something Sunday night though, so that will be help me start kind of understanding. And it's cool because like I had a buddy. He's like, he told me I was good at talking, and I don't think I am. I didn't think that I was good at talking. I know I get excited, but I can't gauge what other people perceive me as. Um, I wouldn't mind being like a public speaker or something like that now. Um, or like an inspiration speaker that goes to schools and stuff. That'd be cool. But I just never even thought of it as a thing. Like, I never thought I could speak well. I stumble in my words. I can't pronounce words right. But that's just part of me. That's part of who I am. Like, it's not good or bad. It's me. And but I think that'd be a cool job. Just drive around and freaking go to schools. And I don't know. I would have to build something to talk about. I don't know what they want me to talk about. Other than what I've done, and it sucks because little kids, man, I have such a big heart for the little kids. Like because I always just picture me. I always picture my little version, my little Cody, my little Haas, and I'm just nothing but empathy for him. And he's a monster. He's tough. And I did tell some people today. I was like, look, I thought that little Haas was a monster. I was like, no. I was like, this version of Cody is really a monster now. Because I'm getting to the point of it is what it is, and I can walk away from anyone now, like really now, and understand that it literally is what it is. I can walk away from you and never look back. I love you forever, and if you call me, I'll be there. But I'm not gonna waste my energy and time dwelling on it. So like it sucks because like once I deem something pointless, like until you can make it not pointless and show me that, then I'm gone. There's nothing that can change my mind. I don't think that's good or bad because I have endless hope for people, but the issue is I have to have if I'm not getting something from you in return or getting signals that you really want to change, that you're gonna change, then I'm done. I have to walk away. I can't keep giving you my energy for free. Um, and it's not that I need anything in return per se. I just need to see that you're going to do the work. Um, it, and that you're willing to do the work. Yeah. I mean, you can't say you want to go run a marathon and then not go running. And I know this. Like I want to run at some point, but I don't. I'm not going to do it right now. I'm doing my time in the gym and in these saunas and trying to detox and stuff. Like, I'm not trying to run right now. I want to lose as much weight as possible so it's not as bad on my joints. And maybe it's the wrong way to look at it, but I'm just doing other stuff right now, and then when I get tired of this, I'll switch to a new workout, like a new running, or a new this, or maybe do CrossFit in the future, like once I get in shape, and just keep doing something new. Because like I said, I know I go through cycles and I get bored, so I just want to make sure, and like in my head already, like at the sauna place, I'm like, I keep meaning to ask, like, do they switch the training programs like every month or something? Do we have new videos? Like, because I'm doing the same yoga routine every day, like, is there going to be new ones? Like, how does this work? Like, I need new information. You know, I've already learned all the moves now. Like, I may not be successful in all of them yet, and once I get successful in all of them, then I'll want something new. I already know me. And I know a lot of times what happens is like when I get bored with something, then it's just an easy way for me to quit. But now I just need to constantly. I know this about myself, so I know that when I start getting bored, I need to switch to something new, a new challenge with new information that I can learn, and just to keep me growing. And that's kind of where I'm at now. It's like now I have to switch to some new information and new challenge, and the challenge would be to create something. And ultimately, that's all I want to do always. It's like I want to build something, bring people in, and then let them take it. And then me go build something new, create something new. That's what I want to do for the rest of my life. Is I want to walk in somewhere, create something, spend my time, dedicate all of me to it, create it, and then hand it over. Let people run it, let people take care of it, and then me go do something else. Start a new project. And conquer that project and get it working and then do something else. And being, I guess this is the first time I'm doing something like this, I'm having to learn the ropes and having to learn patience and all that stuff. But it'll all work out in the end. But the talks today were cool, man. We talked about a lot of stuff today. And like I said, the biggest thing is, like, I'm just, like, and this is why I tell people, like, man, you need to make sure I'm not the snake. Because I can't, the issue is, like, I can't tell if I'm helping people. And some people are like, yeah, you're helping me. I'm like, I don't see it, though. Like, I don't see any results. I know what I did, so I see the tangible results for me. And people may not be able to see the tangible results for me because they didn't know me before. But I need to see results. And I kind of felt bad because I told this girl today, I was like, you know, I may disappear at some point and never come back. She's like, well, then I'd be sad. And I was like, yeah, I guess. I feel bad. But I want the best for people. And sometimes I have to leave in order for them to change. Like, I'm understanding this. Like, at some point, like, I mean, at some point, like, you're on your own again. I can be the light or show you or be an example for a minute, but I can't be here forever because that's just not fair to the rest of the people. So I can't, like, delegate all my time to you. I could be there for a season and I can help you, and at some point, like, you got to do it. And I can't just wait around until you're ready. I just can't. I'll be waiting forever. I mean, God waited 35 years for me to do it. Or to start the process. But his time is different than my time. I don't know how much time I have. And I can't delegate all my time to just a certain group of people. Like I have to keep moving, keep growing. Yeah. I even talked about moving to Texas today, and I don't know, man. Like I said, I don't know. Since this all started, I've had intuition that I'm gonna move, and because now that my mom is gone, like there's nothing holding me back here anymore. Before, I didn't want to leave my mom, and even if I didn't hang out with her and stuff, I was still close enough to, like, if something was to happen, I could have been there, like, in a matter of minutes. I could go take care of whatever she needs because I owed her everything, and I could go. But now it's like there's nothing here really for me to hold on to. Like nothing. You know, I mean, I don't have family here. I mean, I do, but I don't technically. And I kind of talked to a guy today. He told me about somebody who says some philosopher. I need to read his stuff. Luid something, I don't know. But he was talking about a lion, and if a lion could talk and give us his perspective on life, like we wouldn't even be able to understand it. Well, at least I mean, most people wouldn't be able to, because they can never put themselves into somebody else's shoes and have compassion and empathy and understand what the lion sees. And like I said, and so I started telling him about me in a conversation I had with somebody about blood. And I think I talked about this yesterday, about how blood for me doesn't exist. And a mirror doesn't exist for me. Like there's never been genetics around me and there's never been blood. Therefore, I cannot understand it. It's impossible for me to understand. I see everyone else's point of view, but I deem it stupid. I deem the fact that someone's in your family and your blood, that you allow them to manipulate you and talk down to you and lie to you and do bad stuff to you, and that you still allow them to do it. You should still love them. Like, yeah, that's fine, love people, but it doesn't mean you have to stay in those situations and allow that crap to happen to you. Like, that makes zero sense to me. And if you stay in those situations, like, that's your fault. But I will never understand blood or genetics until I have my own. And like I talked to my uncle, and he was telling me about that they choose me as their family and a tribe or whatever. And I was like, dude, you don't understand. I was like, you at least had my dad, which is his brother, his blood brother. So they were adopted together. I said, dude, I have no one. I've had no one forever. It's literally been me. And I was like, I get what you guys are saying, but it's not the same. It never applies. We have two different equations with two different variables. Like, we're never going to have the same answer, ever. Like, it's never going to happen. So unless you can see it in my perspective, like, it's not going to happen because it didn't happen to you. I can see y'all's perspective. I get it. Because I'm a fantasy maker. I know how to make a movie in my head and then jump into it as the lead role actor. Like, I can do that. And I can make it as real as possible. But it doesn't mean I still know that story's not real, because it's not real to me. It's none of my experiences. And for some reason, I have a hard time deciphering my experiences from other people's. Like, so, like, I know my experience. Even if I create a fantasy in my head, like, they're still my experiences, like, no matter what. Like, I can't jump into your movie and then make it my own. Like, I can't do that. There's still a breaking point there. Like, there's still a point of perspective that I can't fully immerse myself into. Because my experiences are mine. And I know when I'm creating a movie now. And that's kind of why I deem, like, I know how I perceived my past and I was incapable of loving and all that stuff. And I understand that that was a lie, but it was still my experience. It was real. It's the way I lived it. Like, lived it, not just push play and played through it. So, I mean, I don't know, man. But I just hope the best for people, dude. And it sucks because it's like, I don't have all the information when I talk to people. And so, like, I have to, like, this is why I don't pick sides. Ever. Like, it's so funny. Like, I'll talk to these people, like, and it's like I'm not picking sides. Because I don't have all the information, so I can't even judge. Like, if I had all the information, then I could make a good judgment call and say, you did this super wrong, you did this super wrong, you did this bad, you did this bad. Like, let's find a compromise. What do you guys really want now? Are you willing to do what it takes? Are you guys lying to me? You're not telling me all the stuff. Like, I don't know. I don't have the information. I can give you an idea of what I think, but it's not really my place to do that. Like, you guys still have to do the action work. You guys are still with each other all the time. Like, it makes zero effect on me. And I kind of understand, like, I understand why money is needed in therapy sometimes, because when you pay for things, you tend to, hold yourself a little bit more accountable just because it costs you freaking money. It costs you time. And so I know at some point I'm going to have to build stuff that costs money. Or something. It's going to have to cost something. And I hate to do reward systems because I think they're stupid. But there's got to be something implemented like where it's probably going to be something like this. Where, like, if you come and start doing meetings or stuff like that, like, you can't miss. You get like 1 or 2 misses and that's it. Like, you're gone. You can't come back. And you got to hold yourself accountable. Like, because you're taking up other people's time. And for the people that want to come every week or whatever, or that are calling me and are really trying to, like, change, like, I'm going to delegate my time to those people. I have to. And it's not favoritism. It's literally, like, if you're going to do the work, then I'm going to work for you. It's only fair. But if you're not going to do the work or you're going to half-ass it, then what's the point in coming? I'll see you when I see you, bro. Like, it sucks. But you can't waste my time and you can't waste other people's time that really do want to get better and want to face their past. And it's not going to be easy. And the worst part about it is everyone's going to have to be, we're going to have to build something for every human being. Like, 'cause every human being knows how they work. And I don't. I know how I work. But I don't know how you work. I don't know how you motivate yourself. I don't know how you self-motivate yourself. I don't know if you need this, you need that. I don't know how you trick yourself. Because ultimately all I've done was trick myself. I told them today, I was like, a lot of what I've done has just been a big trick. Like Loki. Oh, he's mischievous. And, however you say it. And, like, he's ultimately just playing tricks to get results. And that's what I've done. I've had to trick myself. I've had to outsmart myself in order to make myself do things that I ultimately don't want to do. And then now I got to do it again. I got to do it some more to keep growing, because now I'm getting bored. And I got to keep growing, and I got to keep changing. As much as I hate change, actually I love change, because I hate being in cycles, because cycles are comfortable. So I gotta change things up. I gotta walk away from places, never show up again. And it sucks that I have to do it that way, but I just have to. Because I gotta keep my brain thinking and keep myself on my toes and not knowing what's gonna happen next. Because I'm my best enemy. Like, you know, I mean, that's kind of like what I have to deal with. I don't know. And that's just me. Like, it doesn't matter what I think about how other people react and do stuff. Like, it's me. Oh, plus it's cool, like, listening to the guy today to talk about his job. And he actually likes it. Like, it's cool. He gets emotional about it. Not emotional, but you can see, like, he likes it. It's fire to me. Because I keep, like, everywhere I go, something comes up where I'm like, dude, I don't want to do what you guys do. Like, there's no way. I don't want to be a waitress or a waiter. Like, I hate small talk. There's no way I could do it. Because I'd feel like I'd be lying all the time. Like, I want to get in deep conversations with you. Like, I met this girl at the art show. She's like, I've heard a lot about you. I said, okay, I guess. I was like, whatever. She's like, well, there were a lot of good things. I was like, well, honestly, I don't know. If they're good or bad, who cares? Like, if they said I did bad things, I probably did them. And she was like, well, I don't listen to whatever bad things. I was like, well, I'll listen to them. I don't care. But she looked at me and she's like, you look like one of those people who don't like, you know, small talk. I was like, you know I don't. She's like, I don't either. And I was like, yeah, it just makes zero sense. But I've always been like that my whole life, though. Because I thought it was fake and it's not real. And it's just not enough information to gauge anything off of. Because it's like, how is your day? Good. And then that's it. Like, who cares? Is your day really good or are you lying to me? You know? Like, I'm trying to get to the meat and potatoes, bro. Like, tell me what's really going on. A lot of times I get it. I get it out of them. And then they tell me the life freaking story. And what's great, I guess a lot of it is like, so the people that intrigue me are the people that don't. So people that don't tell me the life story and it takes me a lot of work to get it out of them, dude, they intrigue the piss out of me, man. Because I'm like, you got a whole story in there and I need to know it. And evidently you're just not vulnerable. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm just a straight narcissist, like, and I use all that information against people. I don't know. I don't think so. I use it to, like, help push them. But then again, I look at it like Alpha and Sigma. Well, I'm a Sigma, and so, like, some Alphas are easier for me to, like, I win over them really quick. And some are just better alphas than others. And, especially females. Like, I don't really care about men. They don't intrigue me at all, really. I usually can break those barriers super, super quick. But female alphas are different. Some are stronger than others. Some just think they're alpha. Some aren't. In certain groups of people, they're alpha, and some they're not. So that so I do things differently based on surroundings too. Like if they're in their element and they're an alpha. Sometimes I slow play it a lot more, just because I try and pick up on a lot of stuff before I try and get more information from them. I try and let them have power over me. Um, so weird. It's like a false security. So I give them false security over me, and dominion and power over me. And dude, why am I talk about this stuff? But it helps me understand what I'm doing. Um, and I actually do give them power over me, and I do things. I give them exactly what they want, and but being that I know I'm doing it, I'm ultimately in power, and I mean, I guess it is a long con. um, but I don't know because I don't really have expectations other than I enjoy it. Like I enjoy the process. I enjoy the process of allowing to think someone's dominating me or has power over me or control over me. When ultimately I know I have complete control over any situation. It's what I choose to allow happen to me and how I accept it. But then I constantly leave mystery, and I don't know. It's fun. It's weird. It's probably not the right thing to do. But then again, I don't know. I technically don't know. I just like people, and I like to mirror people, and it's fun. Plus, like a lot of stuff, I'm not trying to bite yet either. Like I'm still just trying to fix my life, and mostly just fix my life. But yeah, I love people, man. They're fire. It's so fire. Especially to watch alpha females. Like I love it. They make me laugh, and it's actually hilarious because like women are so crazy. Like they use every bit of themselves to get what they want, and like I told them today. Like I was like, us men are stupid. Like we are so dumb, and we know it. Like we allow things to happen to us because we're stupid, and we give women power over us when they shouldn't have it. Um, because what they have is not special. Like every woman has it. Like what? Um, I don't know. Maybe it's special, but um, we're just not strong in ourselves, right? And this is me yesterday talking about having complete power over myself and um, my emotions and my reactions and it's just funny to me because with TV and all this social media, like it's programming women to really use like their assets, which is fine. It's cool. Um, like use their physical assets and seductive assets to rule the world and to get what they want. And it's not good or bad. But what happens is like some men are capable of withstanding that stuff, and it changes the demographic of everything. But it's funny. It's funny to watch, dude. It's hilarious to watch. It's so fun to watch. It's fun to watch people. That made me laugh. I don't know. Then I'm gonna go paint. Um, I want to go fishing. I'm just lazy, bro. I don't want to load up my kayak. But today was cool. I had some good talks today. And I want to listen to this again. Like I said, I'm still just trying to poke myself and spark some inspiration, spark some knowledge, spark some guidelines, um, spark a path, a road that I need to go down, and what I need to do in what order, and to really start growing something. Because if anything, I don't want to be building, man. Like, that's the point. Like, I don't. I want to be talking to people, and I think even with me saying I don't know if I'm helping people, I think I am. Like, I truly believe I am in some little bit, even if it's just a little. And I think I got something here, and I think I can talk. Evidently, someone says I'm a good talker, speaker, whatever. Um, and and the hardest part is it's so opposite of the old Cody. So it's hard to, like, when you look back at my past, I know who I used to be, and I know I had these skills that I have now. That's the funny part. Is looking back, I've not really changed. I've always been able to talk if I wanted to talk. I've always been able to influence if I wanted to influence. I've always influenced no matter what. Like, I can just remember in football and all that stuff. Like, I was the smallest dude on the team. But I always had the most influence. Like, I remember, like, even when I was a freshman and get to football camp, like, all the seniors loved me. I have no idea why. Like, they all wanted to protect me. They wouldn't let stuff happen to me. They wouldn't let anyone pick on me. I'm like, why? I don't get it. Like, I don't get. Like, am I just pitiful looking, or is it because what? Like, I don't know. Like, what do you guys see? Is it because I don't get it. And there's actually something. I'm not gonna talk about it. I guess it's probably not the right thing to do. Um. But yeah, like, just people never made fun of me ever. Um. Ever. And it never made sense. It's like, why do people make fun of me? And it's maybe because I always just made fun of myself for being tall, being short, or but I was always strong, and I always held my own, and no one ever messed with me, and you know, things that young kids do, like, I don't know, it's just funny. It's funny. I may talk about that stuff later, at some point in the future. I just don't know if it's right now. It's the right way. I don't think it's appropriate, I guess, to talk about that. Um, yeah, it's really not appropriate. Um, it's nobody's business, I guess. But because we all roll the dice. Some of us roll D20s, baby. Some of us don't get D20s. So, um, but it's funny. It's just hilarious. Like, I don't know, whatever. To each his own. But life is fun. Life is cool. Every day I just make damn sure I'm not no snake, bro. Um, and if you listen to my stuff, like, this is for entertainment purposes, man. Like, listen to what I'm saying, and then find if it's true or not for yourself. Like, don't listen to me as your guidance. Like, honestly, like, you're your best teacher. Make sure the stuff that I'm saying is true to you. Use it if you want to use it. Don't use it if you don't want to use it. I'm wrong all the time, literally. And every day I'm growing, and every day I'm having to check myself, which sucks. Sucks so bad. Um, so embarrassed. God, why do I have to check myself? Um, but it's cool. I actually met a guy today, and he was talking about how he was a pastor for a little bit, and, like, he would always start his sermons out with, like, this is probably going against the doctrine you were taught, and I could be wrong. I could be wrong. You need to dig and find what's true for yourself. And every human should do that. Because based on your experiences, something's going to be different than the way I perceive it. Like, and if I can't say that, then I'm just a straight liar. Because you've not walked in my shoes, I've not walked in your shoes. And so, if we're staring at the same field, you're going to see things in that field that I can't see based on your perspective. And what you see is valid and true for you, and what I see is valid and true for me. And my eyes are different than yours. And, and that's a lot of it. And that's a lot of what I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to ultimately get people to look at their own reflection and to be still and to be silent from the rest of the world and just spend time with yourself and ask those hard-ass questions and be ready for those hard-ass answers and be willing to accept them and do whatever it takes to change. And that's what sucks about being a fire starter, man. And I keep saying this, and like I said, when I had to make the decision to be who I am a while ago, a couple months ago, and finally I was just like, yeah, I have to do it. I'll do it. I had to understand what I was doing as I'm sending people perspectives, opening their eyes, and you can't take it back. Once you hear what I have to say, it's in there forever. You can run from it, but running sucks, bro. You can't run forever. At some point, you're going to have to face it, or you have to face the consequences. And you got to do what it takes to change, and that's the hardest part, man. Because no one can do it for you. I can stand beside you while you stare in the mirror. But what I see in the mirror of you is something different than what you see. So, you have to really dig and find out what you see. And then change what you don't like. All of it. Whether it's you're afraid of abandonment or you don't love yourself. Mostly it's just you don't love yourself. You don't know who you are. And I could just be playing make-em-ups. But from what I see in this world, from what I'm seeing is I knew my biggest problem was I didn't know who I was. I did not know. And whether that's people looking at me from the outside, they're like, that's a lie, it's stupid. No, this is my perspective. This is what I saw. This was my reflection into my eyeballs. I got flipped upside down so I could read it. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I didn't think I was worthy. And it may not make any sense to anyone else that looked at my life. It was like, Cody, you had money, you had this, you got work. I talked to a woman today, man, and she goes, Cody, you have all kinds of skills. Like no matter what, if you need to go get money, you can go get it. I said, yeah, I know. I was like, but to me, that's just regular. It's not anything special. And so what I asked her a question. I said, well, what kind of skills do you have? I was like, you're an alpha woman. You have influence. You can sell things. You do have skills. You may not be able to walk into $1 million house and freaking talk your way into doing $1 million job or doing, a $15,000 job and them not even looking at your work and then be capable of doing that work. I can, yes. That's fine. But it's been a life experience learning how to do this stuff. And it came easy to me because I didn't have a choice. It's just kind of what fell into my lap to be a builder, to repair things. Understand the basic concepts of shapes, ultimately. Anyone can do what I do. Anyone. So I worked for a woman many years ago. I flipped the house with them. And now she does a lot of work on her own. And she told me, I talked to her a couple weeks ago, she's like, you inspired me to do stuff on my own. And I was like, yeah. I was like, you could do it. I was like, it's simple stuff. You're a fire woman. Anyone can do this stuff. What I do is not hard. It just takes time and dedication and watching videos. If you really want to do something, you're more than capable. All humans are more than capable of doing anything they want to do. It just takes sacrifice and time. You know, I look at it like this. Like I hated cooking. Hated it. I hated microwaving things because I hated wasting time. Um, it just made zero sense to me that I would have to cook for an hour and eat in 3 or 4 minutes. Like, it made zero sense to me. Like, I'd rather just whip it out of the refrigerator and eat it cold. Like, it tastes fine. Like, who cares? I have to eat. And but now it's just like I love food. I love my food time. Like, I love it. Like, I'm going to these restaurants, like, and I'm eating. I'm watching people. You know, like, sometimes I go to the bar and eat because they got decent vegetables. Um, but I'll put in both my headphones. I'll write my journal, and then I'll eat. And a lot of times I put both headphones in there because I don't really want to talk to them, to anybody, because people are drunk and acting loud and obnoxious, and it's just annoying to me. You know, I know that's why I don't drink that much. It's because I know that I can get that way, and it's off-putting, to say the least. So it kind of keeps me in check the rest of my life. Like, I don't want to be going out and getting hammered and stuff because it's off-putting to me when I do it, and I don't want to be off-putting to anybody else. It's kind of like in the Bible, you don't want to be a stumbling block for somebody else, right? And but yeah, but now, like, I love people cooking food. Like, it's fire to me. Like, you guys are creating something that is so important in my life. Like, it's my time of control. It's my time to fuel my body. It freaking tastes so good. Like, I enjoy every bite. Like, I love it. Now I understand, like, people that the love language of food, like, that's fire to me. Like, love, dude, I love food. Like, you cook me some good food, man. And people used to. That's what I'm saying. Like, I would go work for them, and then we would eat. Like, they would make me dinners, and we would just sit there and talk, and just freely give each other time. And it's so beautiful. I may actually do that job tomorrow. Then I need to call her tonight. Um, I'm gonna go epoxy a garage, I think. Um, but but yeah, it's like everyone has skills, man. And like I said, and it would take me a minute um, to figure out everyone's skills. But, like, I also asked this woman today, I was like, so if money wasn't an issue, like, what would you do? She's like, well, I would probably do, like, um, a social worker or somebody that goes and meets the families, because she said she had skills at picking up, like, you know, when parents are lying or not taking care of their kids. That's freaking fire. You know, and I'm like, well, I hope that one day I can create something and have you do that job, because she would do amazing at it. She's a very personable person. She sees things that other people don't see. She can see through the bullshit. And she has a soft spot for kids. And because she was a kid once. And stuff, you know, whatever. Like, I think our traumas cause us to be empathetic a lot of times. And it also allows us to connect, like, unconsciously and consciously to other people. Like, they can see it in us. And I think that's a lot. I think that's a lot of me. It's like people unconsciously are vulnerable to me because of the way I carry myself and the energy and the traumas that I went through. Like, and it's not even trauma. That's the whole point. Like, I feel bad because, like, I talked to a vet the other day. And he's like, I was talking about me talking through my trauma, and he's like, well, you as a vet. I was like, no, I wasn't no vet. And so then I instantly, like, felt less than, right? Because what PTSD people go through and like, military, like, that shit's real. Dude, that's real trauma, bro. Like, the stuff I went through was not trauma. Like, I had abandonment issues. I didn't feel worthy. I didn't feel enough for anyone. I tried to just give so people wouldn't freaking abandon me. Like, to me, that's not trauma, technically. It's not anything. It's just, it was regular for me, right? It's just regular. And I don't see it as good or bad. It's just what my life was. And now I got to deal with it. And maybe me deeming it those things makes it easier to deal with. And it's not that I'm hiding the fact that it happened. I'm not. And I'm not saying that if someone has the same ailments that I had, that theirs doesn't matter. I'm not saying that. I'm saying your shit does matter. It matters more, but it just matters more to me than what mattered to me, because I never looked at myself. I never thought I was worthy enough to give myself time. And I think that when you're in the position of me, like me, and you're a helper, and you're trying to you're always trying to help other people to run away from your stuff, right? Because you can see tangible things, and it's a lot easier to look at other people than it is to look at yourself. And I know this to be true. The only difference is now that I'm done looking at myself. I mean, every day I look at myself and give myself time, right? But the big majority of me, like, I've already dealt with it, and I have to keep experiencing things to get stronger in my self-worth. I have to keep experiencing new people and more experiences to get stronger in my enoughness and in my impressiveness and in my love and in my, in my grace. Because I've already given myself all the grace, and I continue to give myself grace. Now I have to be able to give other people grace, and that will help me go stronger every day in giving people grace. And then wealthy, like, that just takes time. Like, the healthier I get, I say, if you're healthy, you're wealthy, because if you're not healthy, you can't do anything. And then me and another guy talked about it the other day. I was like, dude, I just really ultimately just want to be as healthy as possible, because if I want to have kids and a wife someday, like, if I'm not as healthy as possible, then ultimately I'm neglecting them and abandoning them, because I'm not in the best health that I can be, and so I'm going to leave them early, and I don't want to do that to anyone. And abundant, I'm abundant. Abundance is just having enough to give. And not drain yourself. Not, just have enough to keep going. And if I give everything to everyone, that's fine. Because, I'm still abundant. I still got a little bit left, bruh. I only need a little. I can recharge when I go home. Go sleep. Recharge. Next day, let's roll. I'm back. And people are worth it all, man. People are so beautiful. And I look at it now, it's like, dude, honestly, man, I can just walk away from everything. And I would think I would be okay. Just cancel everything, every subscription, everything. Just drain my bank accounts and sell everything. Sell all my tools, sell everything. Don't even have tools in here. Maybe a few. And just be done. And then just help people. And when I run out of money, just stop somewhere and work a little bit and do it again. Sleep in my truck. That seems like heaven to me, man. Like, just to imagine, like, just being in, like, a van and just, like, my bed's in there. I could build a thing on the top of my van and just fill a box full of canvases, like, and a couple pins of paint. Like, that's all I need. A little laptop and my phone, dude. That's it. And a basket full of green shirts and shorts and underwear and socks. And like, that's it. That's all I need. And 5 gallons of water. That lasts me 5 days. Less than now, but just buy bags of carrots and some protein. That's it. I'm good to go. Some charcoal soap. And my sunglasses. That's it. That seems so simple. And then just drive, man. Maybe get a little trailer, put some tools in it just to help people, like some road tools, like a jack and a four-way, and like drive down the road. So if someone's tire's flat, I could just pull over and fix the tire. Man, that'd be so cool. Just don't even, like, people calling me or not calling me, who cares? Like, just go. Just live life. Whatever happens, happens. Maybe not do it forever, but just do it for a season. It'd be cool, man. Just for a little bit, a couple times a year, for a month or something, just hit the road and go. Then come back. I don't know. Videotape it all, just talk. Huh. But whatever, man. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I think I'm done talking for now, though. Peace.